Lana reaches out to Lois and Clark when Kyle starts behaving strangely. Superman learns who Edge really is and must make a choice. Hello, everybody. I'm Steve from VALHARTV, and today I'll be reviewing Superman and Lois episode 10. So, this episode starts right where we left off in last episode, with a huge reveal about Edge. Now, I honestly didn't see this coming at all. I thought Edge was going to be revealed to be Zod, but it turns out he's somebody completely different. And this was so well done that I absolutely loved it. And even Tyler Hoechlin looks genuinely shocked in this. Like, I did not see that coming at all, how they revealed it. And then even the backstory for Edge was fantastic as well. We get to see the DOD a lot more in this episode as well, as they move into into Smallville, and they start setting up like a makeshift headquarters in town as they're trying to find the Kryptonians that attacked Lois and Jonathan in the last episode. So we really get to see, like, that General Lane really does care about all of them, but he's a soldier first. And even Jonathan actually points that out in this episode to him and tells him to stop acting like a soldier for 1 minute and act like a human being. So I thought that was really awesome. And we also get like another big reveal in this too, which I was like, wow, I was just blown away. When Superman finds out who created the tech that Edge is using to plant the Kryptonian minds into humans, when he finds out who the creator of that is, he's genuinely shocked, but I don't know if the term sad is the right word for it, but he is definitely sad. It's just, I think he's also a little disheartened because he's not really able to talk to that person, until a little bit later on in the episode, which I'm trying not to be, spoiler here. So this is as spoiler free as possible, but yeah, there's like real big reveals in this. And again, Jonathan has some really good lines in this episode. Especially with Sarah and his grandpa. Even Jordan ends up agreeing with Jonathan telling Sarah, like, most of the truth. He does leave out a certain, certain things, but he ultimately just opens up and says, hey, look, our grandpa does this and we can't talk about it because of that. And it really shows that he's coming along. Like, his character growth is really good. So isn't Jordan's, but I feel like Jordan is lagging behind a little bit because of the fact that they gave him powers. Like, that, and that's just my opinion. Like, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of Jordan's, character growth versus Jonathan's character growth. I think Jonathan's has been more than Jordan's, Like, they keep revealing powers for Jonathan, or for Jordan, but but then that's it. Then they don't talk about him for episodes at a time. So, like, his super hearing was all 1 episode. His eyes were maybe 2 episodes, and he still really hasn't learned how to control the stuff yet because of everything that continuously happens. So his dad hasn't been able to really teach him how to control things. But one of the best scenes in this episode, honestly, is when Lana meets Superman for the first time. It felt so genuine and so real. I don't know if starstruck is the right term for it, but she seems like she's a little starstruck, but at the same time, she's genuine with him, and he's genuine with her. And I really like the way they talked, Like, they talk about what she's about to do, and he's, and Superman's like, there's another way, and Lana's like, I feel like you don't even believe that yourself. And then she's like, did you lie to me? And Superman's like, well, no, I didn't lie. I'm just very optimistic. So I thought those were fantastic lines between these two. And this episode ends on another good cliffhanger. Edge ends up flying to wherever it is. I honestly don't know. They don't even say in the show, like to the Arizona desert or something like that. And lands and talks to his assistant. I apologize. I don't even have her name up. It's Leslie, I think. Yes, it's Leslie. And she's like, she's like, what? And he's all like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm just like, wait, what? And he just walks off towards something that looks like a cave. I'm not really sure where he's walking to, but it looks kind of like there's a cave opening. I mean, does he have a cave of solitude? Like Superman does? I mean, I'm not even going to say Superman's is a fortress of solitude because it doesn't look like a fortress. It looks like a big giant cave. So I'm going to lovingly dub it the Cave of Solitude because honestly, Supergirl's Fortress of Solitude is far better than Superman and Lois's. I really wish they would have kept that. By far, especially with the budget. I mean, the special effects in this alone have been almost cinematic quality. They've been really good. So, I don't know where they spent, like if that's where they spent all their budget or if it was on the costumes too, but they really need a better Fortress of Solitude. So, I'm just going to call it the Cave of Solitude for now on. Maybe next season they'll change it. Who knows? But again, the effects in this were great. There's a solar flare towards the end that looks really well done. And we actually get to see a whole bunch of flying Kryptonians in this. So I really did enjoy the effects in this. But the acting this time went to Jonathan and Lana. They were amazing in this. And I mean amazing. Between Lana being basically starstruck for meeting Superman the first time, to Jonathan's grandpa pulling him aside and Jonathan having words with him, and like the acting and the dialogue in this was just fantastic. It felt real and genuine. And that's what I really love about this show is the dynamic that they play off of the family and stuff. Especially when Jonathan and Jordan are getting together, getting along. And then the fact that Jonathan is really standing up to his grandpa and saying, look, the things you're doing don't actually help people, and he's like, you need to really kind of change, basically. Basically that's what he's trying to tell his grandpa. And his grandpa, I think, is really starting to understand and listen to him because his grandpa really does love him and his brother and obviously his mom and dad. But it's just he's a soldier first, and that's what he's always been trained for. So it's really starting to show, I feel like, that Jonathan is maybe starting to get through to his grandpa. But this episode reveals Edge's identity and backstory, which were fantastic. And it gives us some answers as to like why Edge is doing what he's doing. But it kind of leaves us, with a few more questions. Like, I'm still trying to figure out what X-Kryptonite is. And they really haven't explained it that much in the show. Unless maybe I missed it. But this episode really leaves us wondering what's going to happen next. Honestly, it's fantastic the way this episode ended. I would give this episode at least a 9.5 out of 10. This was the best episode out of the entire season. Absolutely loved this episode. Cannot wait to see what happens next. If you guys like what I do, please hit the like button and subscribe, as I'm trying to get more content out each week. Take care for now, everybody.